Hey everyone, welcome back to another pick a card reading here on my YouTube channel, Into the Light. Thank you so much for being here today and clicking on this video. So today's reading is going to be about their thoughts about you. So what are their thoughts about you? And this is going to be honest, so if you're here for the tea, for the truth, then you've clicked on the right reading. So we have 3 piles to choose from today. We have pile 1 with the labradorite, pile 2 with the sunstone crystal, and pile 3 with the carnelian crystal. So let your intuition guide you to your pile of choice. Think about your person and really think about what they honestly think about you. All right, so you can find your timestamps in your description box or the comments down below. All right, so without further ado, let's get started with this reading. I'll see you at your pile. All right, so if you have chosen pile 1, the labradorite crystal, this is your reading. So what are their thoughts about you? Their honest thoughts about you. So we have the High Priestess. Okay, we have the Four of Wands. Okay, we have the Death card. For your Gypsy Oracle, we have Enemy, Widower, the Death card again. Okay, see, I'm telling you, truth. We have the Dragonfly, Ascending, and we have Cupid's arrow. Okay, so they're honest thoughts about you. Let's get into it. Let's see if you can see everything here. Just making sure. Okay, so they're honest thoughts about you. They've been thinking about you like a lot. And they've been thinking about like whether you hate them or not. Like they've been thinking like, are you still upset with me? It's like they can kind of intuitively feel that you're like not happy with them, or they're just sensing this. It could also be just the fact that they know that they haven't fully told you everything and told you the truth about whatever situation, and they feel like you're upset at them for that. Yeah, they just intuitively feel like they're just thinking about like, oh, are they upset with me? They're probably upset that I didn't do this. They're probably upset that I didn't say that. So it's like kind of feeling regretful what I'm picking up here. So that's kind of a lot of their thoughts about you, kind of just regretting not telling you the full truth or telling you all the information that you needed to know. The Four of Wands and the Widower here as well. This is like they're thinking about like how close that you guys were and how like happy that you guys were with each other and things were going great, and then they just ended up like single, or you just ended up like going through this separation or this distance thing happening, and that actually made them feel like really upset because they're like, I don't want to be here. See how the card just flipped out of my hand? I don't want to be in this separation. I don't want to be here. Like I want to be with you. I want to be happy with you. So that's their thought right now, and they know that they messed up, and yeah, that's why they're feeling so regretful, because they feel like they caused a separation, or they caused this distance, or they just caused you to like not trust them as much because they held back too many things, and they keep thinking about that, like everything they've held back, everything that they didn't say to you, right? And that's probably why, you know, they're ending up single here, and they feel like, damn, like this is another relationship that I wanted to work but didn't work out. And that's where we have the Death card here. It's like they're thinking like things are done, things are finished, there's no going back. Like we have the Death card twice. So it's like they honestly feel like you guys aren't getting back together, or they feel like you're not going to talk again, or even if you do, it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be like happy-go-lucky. But they feel like this separation or this ending was already coming from the beginning, because we see the High Priestess and then it ends with death. So I feel like they knew that this would be a short-term connection. Like they knew it was just like a glimpse, like just for a short while. It wasn't going to be long lasting. And as I said, this is the truth. This is honest truth here. Okay. Again, with the Dragonfly, it's like things came to light, or maybe things didn't come to light, and that's what caused you to have that separation thing here. You knew that you needed to go your separate ways, needed to heal, right? And that's something they've came to realize too. It's like they really shouldn't be in a relationship, and they shouldn't even try to fulfill your needs or satisfy you if they can't even do that for themselves, right? They know that they need to be prepared. They know that they need to be ready to have a connection. And in order to do that, they need to heal. They need to make sure they have their priorities straight. Because they knew that it was going to be short term, because they weren't fully into this connection, like they weren't fully ready to be in it. So it's like now they're like, okay, now I'm learning, I'm trying to, do new things for the next time, right? With Cupid's arrow, this person does still like think about you. They still think about like, oh, should I reach out? Should I text them? Should I whatever? They think about like if you still care about them. They think about like if you guys will ever get back together again, if in the end. But they're not too sure, right? Because we have the death card double here. So it's like they feel like there's no second chances with this connection. And that's their thoughts about you, honestly. Like it was a good time, but it was short-lived, and they still think like, should I reach out? Should I not? Maybe they don't want to hear from me because I wasn't being honest or truthful in the beginning, blah, blah, blah. They're just kind of like going in their head, very regretful. They wish it was like longer, but they knew it was only going to be short-lived because they weren't putting their full 100 in this connection, right? So that's what I got for you that chose group 1. If you enjoyed that reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. If you have chosen the Sunstone Crystal, you found your way to your reading. So what is their honest thoughts about you? Group 1 was like tea. So let's see what this group is about. Okay. So we have the Sun card. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Emperor. We have Merchant, Thought, Thought, definitely in deep thought here. Size, Engagement ring, the Snake, the Cassette, and we have Love Call. So we have 4 cards for this group here, 4 Island Time Wellness cards here. Okay, so their honest thoughts about you. Let's make sure you can see everything. I'm gonna zoom in. Okay, so their honest thoughts about you right now, they've been thinking about, they've been having more so like kind of memories about your connection, memories about like things that you've done together. They've been thinking about the past. They've been thinking, really going over like things that you've done. I feel like this person, they weren't fully ready for a connection, or they just feel like even though they were in it, they also were kind of like 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. And this is because this person was still trying to figure out like, they're still trying to satisfy their needs. The thing about this person is like they looked outside of themselves for external like satisfaction, honestly. And so they will come around with people and they'll have really fun, really great time with that person. It's going great, it's going amazing, but then things start to slow down because this person starts to prioritize themselves. This person always prioritizes themselves, and they kind of like use situations and people to like make them happy and give them that happiness. But it's like they're always looking, over the fence. They always feel like the grass is greener. They're always like, they're like a go-getter in a way, but they're in a go-getter because they're kind of like an energy vampire, or they just became like this, So they think about like your connection. They think about the past, and they do think about like, you were definitely the person that they felt the strongest for, and they felt like this could be like a forever union. Like they knew that you were the one, especially with engagement ring here. It's like this person has thought like, you know what? I think this is it. And they really did believe that. Like they were even like trying to get their money right and everything so that they could have this secure connection with you. They knew like, okay, this is probably the one. This is it. And they still think about that, and they think about like, did I miss my chance, right? Because when you see this, it's like they feel like, the ship has sailed, and they're still thinking about it, and they're like sighing. They're like, did I miss my chance? Like, did I mess up forever and like for real, And again, as we said, like as I said here, and I'm just noticing the Snake, this person, again, as I said, they always thought the grass is greener on the other side. They're always looking for other opportunities, other people that can, give them that happiness, whatever it is. And I also feel like this person is trying to get some recognition for whatever they do creatively. So they're always like, oh, this person could probably help me. Let me go canoodle with them because they can help me. They see people as opportunities, right? And that's where you have the snake here. Competition, looking over your shoulder, the other woman, clever. This person sabotaged this relationship, sabotaged this connection in a way because they were always looking over their shoulder for something else, right? And I'm just taking in here like the merchant and size, like the boats. It's like you guys are both, thinking about the same thing. You're both thinking about each other. You're thinking about like, oh, I guess, that's it. It's over now. You guys are both kind of sad about this, but this person, a merchant, is always looking for new opportunities, right? The merchant is always looking for like something else that can make them, more successful, make them more abundant. This person's really in thought now because they're like, did I really just mess up because I couldn't, make up my mind, right? So even if you guys are in communication right now, this person is having this thought like, I feel like even in the beginning of this connection, like they knew things were great and amazing, but it's like they thought it was too good to be true, right? And this is because they kept thinking. They also keep thinking like about the past and their past connections and like all these things that these people would say to them. They just thought it was too good to be true with you, right? Because they were still like unhealed from their past situations. And I'm also picking up here that they also do think about like your messages that you've sent to each other. They might even go back to the messages, the text messages that you had with each other, and they're thinking like, oh, maybe I should have said something differently, or maybe I should have answered quick enough, or maybe I should have, they really think about the messages that they've sent you, and they're like, maybe I shouldn't have been harsh, maybe I should have done more, maybe I should have said more, right? And also, this person is thinking about like trying to come to you and express how they feel to you, but they feel like it's like kind of too late, or they feel like you won't be able to, you know, respond to them. Sorry about that. My camera like fell. But yeah, they just feel like you wouldn't respond to them because like you're upset. So yeah, they're just kind of like really regretful as well for this group. Like that's what I'm picking up here. But also like yeah, they want to be able to like call back, call you, message you, whatever. So yeah, that's what I got for this group. If you enjoyed that reading, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. Alright, so if you have chosen a group 3 with the carnelian crystal, you found your way to your reading. Alright, so their honest thoughts about you. Let's figure it out. Last 2 groups, T. So I'm excited. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. We have Strength, the Queen of Swords. For your Gypsy Oracle, we have Servant, Room, okay, Child, Lover in reverse. We have Axe, Camera, and we have Heart with a key. Okay, let me just make sure you can see everything. So I'm going to zoom in a bit. Okay. Maybe I'll just put this one down here. Okay, so their honest thoughts about you. Honestly, first thing I'm picking up for this group is just strong, passionate, sensual energy. This isn't an 18 plus, but oh my goodness. Okay, so this person still thinks about you very like passionately. They always like something that I actually picked up when I was shown this card was you light up the room. So this person is still very, very attracted to you, and those feelings are still strong, like passionate chemistry. That chemistry is still strong and it's still there. They actually have moments where they think about like times that you were together and like doing things together, and it like turns them on. Honestly, like 100%. Um, This person thinks about how much that they wish they could like really give to you right now, but they actually just like maybe they can't. Maybe they feel like this. Hmm. Maybe they feel like you're trying to cut them out. Because with the Queen of Swords and it's pointing down to the child here, it's like maybe you're not trying to give, like, let them in. Or maybe they feel like you don't want to have this, connection with them anymore. And then we also have the axe here. And like both of these cards are giving me the same thing. It's like stop the pattern, silent treatment. Yeah, maybe you're giving them the silent treatment. Maybe you guys actually are in communication right now. Yeah, like they think about the times that you had together, like that chemistry was hot and passionate and steamy, but they're not. Sorry about that. I literally bought more space and it's still not working. It still cuts off and it makes me annoyed. Anyways, this person, like, they still think passionately about you, but they're not in the right mind or emotional state to be in a committed like relationship with you. They can't be like your lover right now. But again, they keep on with camera. They're looking back into the past. They're reminiscing on past memories, especially those steamy, hot memories. And they're kind of trying to learn like what the heck happened, like why you guys are in separation, what happened, even though this chemistry was so hot. That wasn't all that could keep you guys together. It has to be more than chemistry. There has to be understanding. There has to be self awareness, and they're trying to like understand more about themselves and how they affected the situation. Okay, this person does want a new beginning with you, but it's like they just want to be able to have you around, but they can't really sustain a relationship right now. But like you still kind of like have their heart, honestly. They still want you, they still want to welcome you in, they still want to do things for you, they still want to be that companion for you, but just not in a romantic way just yet. And they also feel like you aren't even like ready for that right now too. But yeah, they're thinking a lot about you and more so what you think about them. They're trying to figure out how you feel about them. So if you have like anything like some social media platform, they're kind of checking up on you to see if you're like still angry about the past or whatever, or if you're like talking smack about them. Like they're really curious about how you feel. Again, they still feel the chemistry, they still feel that attraction towards you, but they know that it's just not the right time. It's like maybe even like good person, not the right time, right? Well, we'll never know when that right time is going to be if they don't make any movement forward, right? But they still keep open to you, and they still keep open to this connection because again, they still feel passionately about you, right? They definitely think a lot about like your sensual encounters because I'm getting a lot of that in my mind right now. But this is an 18 plus reading, so yeah, I want to pick one more card for you guys. We have the snake. Pick two. And the boat. Okay. So yeah, this person might be with somebody right now, or you might be with somebody right now, and you just want to like check up on how they feel. You're not really like too pressed about it, like you're not too like upset or whatever. You just want to know. And they see that you're like doing well and you're doing great, and like they kind of are a little bit jealous because you're with other people, you're talking with other people, and you're not with them. But like, you know, this separation is needing to happen. They think you've moved on and you're doing well and you're happy. So they like to see that. They just want to see you do well, honestly. Like they want to see you do good. They have no harsh feelings against you. Okay. Definitely that chemistry, they still think about it. So that's what I got for you guys. That shows pile 3 with the carnelian. If you enjoyed that reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now.